If you feel like you're in the darkest moments of your life, I want you to understand that you are in the championship rounds of your life. I don't know if you watch boxing or not, but in boxing, when there's a certain point that the fighters enter into certain rounds, the announcer will say, ladies and gentlemen, we have just entered into the championship rounds. Why? Because the announcers and the fighters and everybody who's spectating, they all know in order for you to get to round 8 or 9 or 10 in a 12-round championship fight, you got to be born to win. You got to be built to win, because the first few rounds are easy because everybody has trained for the first 4 or 5 or 6 rounds. But when you hit those championship rounds, you got to be built differently and you've got to be cut from a different cloth. Well, let's just look at these things that go on in our lives. When we find ourselves in some of the darkest moments where financially we ain't where we want to be, physically we ain't where we want to be, relationally we ain't where we want to be, maybe socially we ain't where we want to be, perhaps mentally and emotionally we ain't where we want to be, and life puts us into this dark season when life forces us into these dark pockets where we just want to give up, we want to give in, we want to throw in the towel, we want to faint, we want to fold, we want to go back to what was. We literally enter into these championship rounds. As a matter of fact, the Bible says weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. But even though joy comes in the morning, weeping still endures for a night. So when you are in the nighttime of your life, the dark moments and seasons of your life, those are symbolic of the championship rounds, where even though you feel like you've given life everything you have, there's still more left inside of you. So I want to encourage you and undergird you today to remind you that you were born for the championship rounds. You were built for the championship rounds. And even though weeping is enduring right now in the night, you got to remember joy comes in the morning. Freedom comes in the morning. On the other side of the dark moments of your life, the dark seasons of your life will be the greatest joy that you have ever imagined.